Hello all, welcome to the Lunar Ceasefire Cartoon Fan Podcast. This is episode 351, and today we'll be talking about the Glitch Modder from GlitchTex. I'm GC13.
And I'm David.
Now for all of you people listening along on YouTube, this is the last week we'll be doing full-length podcast episodes on YouTube, but worry not, you'll still be able to listen to the whole podcast at lunarceasefire.com or wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll still be putting highlights up on YouTube, so you'll be able to catch us there.
Remind me, GC, wasn't GlitchTex developed as basically a single season, much as Steven Universe early was developed like Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and then that was broken up into 5 seasons? Am I crazy in thinking that?
Yes, you are correct. Production-wise, this is just the second half of the first and only season. But as far as advertising and marketing is concerned, this is the start of the second season, and I think the introduction of Ridley is a big enough deal to mark the beginning of a new season, don't you?
Absolutely, and I honestly, it's kind of like with some of the way the She-Ra seasons got broken up too. It fits, and this honestly is a pretty much a summary. Like if you just hadn't watched GlitchTex, you're definitely going to understand what it is. Like coming in, it is an intense season 2 opener. Honestly, like it does not stop from the moment that the opening credits roll to the end. I was like, I don't know, very overwhelmed by, if you ever thought that GlitchTex was fast-paced, sugar, wild dream, yes, that is all here. And Ridley's interesting because they don't do reoccurring outside characters very well, so I don't know when that comes back. They seem to like drop ideas a lot of times, so we'll see. But I don't know. This one also is much more interesting to like actually see Miko play off someone that she really connects with, and then, it is a little harder to work through.
At least they connected over their love of salamanders.
Yeah, that was a great little reoccurring bit. Much cuter at the end, though, when Five, actually had done his research. Yes, that was very sweet.
When did he have time to do that?
Exactly. There was not a lot of time between different scenes and cuts for him to film that, but, true friend.
Maybe Allie looked it up on his gauntlet while he was doing the analysis.
Right, I'm sure that's exactly how Allie usually helps out. Typically the team's intel. Sure.
Yep. Her beak's not very good for touch screens, so she had to use the voice assist to do the Google search.
Yeah, that would be effective, for sure.
And I'm going to say I am not going to assign Miko to recruitment for Hinobi Tech at any point in the near future.
No, this was very much the vibe I had with like Lapis's introduction in Steven Universe, thinking, okay, yes, being reminded, I hear like the what we really are from those promos for that show. Like, what is Hinobi again? Are they really the good guys? It's definitely made more ambiguous again.
Yeah, especially when we're getting Ridley's very far outside perspective.
Yeah, I like having a character that's basically completely outside the grid and in more of a way than just, it's not, I'm outside of Hinobi and I know things about Hinobi. Like, she doesn't really know anything about Hinobi either, but she does understand, like, the tech and is abusing it in a way that's interesting. Like, we talked about portal technology before. It's pretty crazy to have access to portaling anywhere. Like, that's a dramatically powerful thing that you'd think, like, world governments would want or something, but, just this kid has it and is making sprites or glitches, just for fun.
I did find that a very nice little thing where she likes the term glitches, but then, later on when she's turning against Miko, she definitely calls them sprites.
That's right. Kind of takes ownership of it again, for sure. Yeah, so we've talked about, like, is it ambiguous or not? Like, how much are they going to explore, like, the dark side of Hinobi? And it was definitely structured that way where we had, like, a reminder of mind wiping again. Which I didn't like the opening with mind wiping being the way that they tried to set up Miko as questioning if she was okay with being weird. I thought that was a very weird character thing for her because I didn't think she would care at all. So that was kind of weird for it to drive. But at least it also served to remind people, again, as a season 2 opener, hey, remember how like they mind wipe people? Maybe they're morally ambiguous.
I don't think that it's her not resetting that bothers her. Like she said, it's not weird. It's cool. It's having the weird label applied to her that was bothering her. The lack of social acceptance.
That's the thing. The lack of social acceptance is surprising to me because I wouldn't think Miko would care. And we've kind of already dealt with that with like the judgmental teens in whatever other episode that was. Like, it would make more sense to me if she was like concerned about the actual fact that there could be something like wrong with her. Like maybe not getting mind wipes is a problem. But also that doesn't even make sense to me. It seems more like a superpower. And the way that 5 reacts to it is also weird. He's like, oh yeah, it's pretty weird, but like, why doesn't he put a positive spin on it? But maybe 5's just not good at doing positive spins.
Yeah, 5 got blindsided and a little bull rushed by Mitch there. I mean, I think it was very unfair for her to complain that he sided with Mitch. He was very much browbeaten, not siding.
Mm-hmm. Mitch is also weird in this episode to me because I feel like he's already been put in his place before, and yeah, people don't change after they get put in their place, but he's just like, so it's ridiculous because no one is on his side in this thing, like his whole team. Like, no one thinks this guy is cool, so it's kind of sad to see him try to, live his fake truth and no one cares. But whatever. Because, like, they, again, summarize that at the end.
Well, he gets his victory in that moment.
Yeah, but then, like, they very much play it up again with, like...
Yeah, they all very much accept Miko. She was worried about nothing.
Right, they all accept her, and they're also, like, they kind of, like, re-highlight their nerdy habits, like playing the card game and, being obsessed with something new that they built within the compound. Like, sure.
And then, of course, Phil. Phil is my spirit animal. We're all weird. Get back to work.
Yes. Evil, secretly evil Phil, because, that's what it's all about still. Any day, he'll be revealed as the big bad.
even if Hinobi is secretly evil, he's just the workaday guy managing your fast food restaurant. He's not doing any of the evil corporate stuff.
I don't know. I feel like he's the true neutral. Like, he just aligns with, like, whatever.
True apathetic is more like it.
Yeah, fair.
Which I guess is one way to get a true neutral. Now, there was a very interesting cartoon reference that they made. They love making references in glitch text. There's a cartoon very near and dear to our hearts that they apparently gave a little bit of a shout out to in the opening sequence.
The pufferfish. So you think it was a reference to Beach Party?
No, although that is possible. There is, however, one of our more dearly departed shows that was referenced there. You know how Miko says me for the KO, and then she says wait for it, and then it explodes?
Oh,
Look
shoot.
at the words for the KO. That is the OK KO title.
That's true. That felt familiar without me knowing it. Yeah, that's weird.
It's the right font. It's the right color scheme. The only thing missing are the periods between the K and the O, and let's be honest, it looks nicer without them, so I'm pretty sure that was a reference to OKK. I mean, they make so many references on this show anyway, it can't not be.
Well, I will say, the pufferfish is actually the same enemy as the one from Steven Universe's Beach Party. It's the same thing with the drilling.
No, he's a very different color scheme.
The color scheme. That's what makes it completely different. That's how I do my art, too. All my fan art is just recoloring. You should see all my recolorings of Sonic.
The eyes are also much bigger. The spikes are far larger and less numerous. There are lots of little differences. If they did tell me, oh yeah, we liked that episode, so we chose the pufferfish for this enemy, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But like the KO thing is clearly a reference without anyone explaining it.
It is a pretty big coincidence. I'll give you that.
So just cartoonists shouting out fellow cartoonists. You love to see it.
I do feel like that the referential humor in general is getting older. Like, I think it was Big City Greens I recently saw on Twitter that did a parody of the Aang swirling the marble ball joke. And it's like, oh my god, I'm getting old. The cartoons are now referencing the cartoons from 10 years ago. But I guess Glitch Text is, playing the game even faster.
Didn't you already have this crisis when they made a reference to Wreck-It Ralph in Adventures in Pet Training?
Oh god. Yeah, except freaking Wreck-It Ralph. Oh my god. But yes, I'm old. That will continue to be a revelation that I repeat. That will continue to strike me and feel, sad feelings.
Just wait until you're watching a cartoon that references glitch text, then you're going to be old squared.
Oh God.
Now, we did get a wonderful boss fight against Horn 2.0 with cool outfits, fantastic music, and creative boss mechanics. Well, I guess it's not that creative to have a double weak point, but still, very good execution on that double weak point.
Again, it feels so stuffed. The episodes of Glitch Text feel so stuffed, and they just managed to put in, their killer. I can never remember the guitarist or the band's name, but like just killer riffs as we're like fighting this, custom modded dragon thing.
I don't know how Brad Breek comes up with his music, but like this was such a gorgeous track. If they were to sit down, if they were to pay him to sit down and like make that boss battle music, but where it doesn't get interrupted by Miko saying "Oh shmup," like I love that boss fight music.
I love that she just pulled shmup out. I don't know. There was some like conversation on IGN's Game Scoop podcast where they were talking about like that genre's term. It's just, I did not think that someone would use that as a, I don't even know, as a whoops.
Minced oath.
Oh God, what's the freaking English word? What do you call exclamations? I'm dead inside. Can't think of that term.
Expletives?
Interjections.
Oh, there you go.
That's a word. Anyway. Yeah, no, their outfits were also, I love how just over the top, it's like freaking Five's giant wizard hat. Like, sure, okay.
I'm sorry, you just said wizard hat, and now I'm thinking of, if you know, you know.
Apparently I don't know.
Let's just say I'm really happy to see Five put on his robe and wizard hat.
Oh, I'm so old for the memes.
Now, I was very interested to see that Five was the wizard and Miko was the, I'm going to say rogue because she can go 2-weapon fighting. She looked like it was more fighter armor though, but either way, you would think that, since Ridley had addressed her as a fellow wizard, she would be the wizard, but then I guess It makes sense because she still feels betrayed by Miko, so.
Yeah, also, that's Miko's thing, like direct, contact.
Oh, she loves the
fighting.
Swords.
Yes.
Yeah, she is your melee spec. Well, so is Zara. And meanwhile, literally everyone who's partnered with Mitch is support class. I don't care what you're spec'd for.
Yeah, he's still on about that. So weird. Get over it.
Yeah, he's one of those DPS prima donnas. Tell me I'm wrong. You know he plays DPS in every single MMO he plays. Mitch would never be caught dead tanking or healing. Let's see, I do wonder about the mechanics of Ridley's goggles. I was looking, it's like, her glasses are pretty big. How are those goggles not... I don't know. I just feel like the goggles were too small for the lenses.
It's mysterious. It's modded tech. What?
Yeah, right. That it is using pixels, so maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Oh, is that the official term?
Yeah, pixels are what all the glitches are made out of.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying that's what the modded version of pixels are.
No.
Because Ridley uses the term pixels, I could have sworn, but maybe she said pixels and my brain just overrode it.
No, she did say pixels. I can't remember, nanoscale pixels, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like this was the first time someone was actually describing the mechanics a little more on the show.
But yeah, she gives a I did like the look at her little, like she had like almost a switch that she was using to control everything.
Lots of Nintendo Switches in cartoons these days.
We were talking about the Does This Glitch Have a Soul from, again, Adventures in Pet Training. And I was just thinking that they're treating it as some big thing, like, oh, I'm sorry we had to kill your Horn 2.0, but I can't remember. Her file server was still up, so she should be able to have a copy of Horn 2.0, again, unless, glitches are their own entities, one of a kind. You can't copy it any more than you could copy Ridley or Miko. Just food for thought.
Yeah, what was destroyed versus what wasn't is interesting, but also, Yes, the whole like idea of identity not being shared when you clone something is a discussion we've already had once, so I won't repeat it.
Well, actually, come to think of it, it's later seen that you can clone glitches, but the only glitches we ever see cloned are the normal, ordinary, run-of-the-mill, like this is a skeleton that you'll see 20 of over the course of you fighting your way through a floor, so yeah, they know not much personality to worry about in the first place.
So they hinted a little bit at the end, they definitely, Ridley's promised to come back because we get, although I'm not, I'm like, can it really be that deep? I don't know how much I care yet, but she's like, oh, I can't be friends with you because they don't stay. And it's like, oh, okay, we're going to get some kind of, backstory.
All the people I fuse with never stay.
See, now I like that with Jasper much more. So I don't know what level we're going to get of a backstory there, but I'm sure it'll be cute and maybe a little stupidly simple, but still sweet. So that's fine.
Well, I think Ridley, they never flesh her backstory out. I think it's just that sad thing is she used to reach out for friendship to people and she just got rebuffed so many times she refuses to let herself be hurt again. So
I like that. That's a little more subtle than just exploring it directly in another episode. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as she gets the tiniest hint that you're not fully accepting her, it's like, well, you're terrible and I'm gonna make sure you're gone and it's my choice. Like Mr. Goldenfold from the Inception episode of Rick and Morty.
Exactly like that. Oh, man.
Anyway, guys, that's been us on the Glitch Modder. Join us next week. Until then, I'm GC13.
And I'm David. Don't forget to leave us a review anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Later, everybody. Our opening and closing music is by Mark Soto. For more cartoon-related content, please visit lunarceasefire.com.